Good morning, children. Today we will study chapter 2, landforms. Landforms means the forms of the land means mountains, which you can see here, valleys, okay, plains or plateaus. These all are considered as landforms. So, children, landforms, they are formed due to endogenic forces. Endo means inside the earth's surface, means the forces which are operating inside the earth's surface, such as earthquake, volcano, they are operating inside the earth crust, but they bring changes on the earth crust, means they form new landforms on the earth crust. Okay, and these are sudden forces and they modify land. Then exogenic force, the forces which are operating on the earth's surface, they are performing both the functions together, means erosion, cutting down of the land, and deposition means forming of the new landforms. Okay, and this work, erosional and depositional work, is done by rivers, winds, sea waves, and glaciers. Now children, we will study about mountains. So, mountains are land masses that rise above the surrounding landscape to at least 1000 feet or more. They usually have steep sloping sides, as you can see here. Okay, steep sloping sides. They have peaks, like here you can see pointed peaks are there, and these peaks are known as summits. As a series of chain of mountains, you can see here, this is known as range. So there are many mountains in a one line, okay, known as range. Mountain could be barren and rocky. As you can see here in the picture, these can be barren without vegetation, okay, and they can be rocky also. Like here you can see rocky. They could also be covered with dense forest here, and even they can be covered with glaciers also, means snow. Mountains can be classified on the basis of their origin, means how they are formed. So, fold mountains, as the name suggests, fold. As you take a paper and crush it with both the sides, so what you find? You find that paper goes ups and down, okay? So this is what is fold mountain. Fold mountains are formed when the earth's crust is creased or buckled due to the compression. When two plates collide or move towards each other, means on the land when the pressure is working from both the side, from this side as well as this side, so land gets bent, okay, this way, so which causes the edges of the plates to be raised or lifted in the form of a mountain. You can see this is raised portion, so this is what mountain, and this is depressed portion known as valley, okay, or in other words you can say this raised portion is known as anticlines and this downward portion is known as syncline. Then fold mountains, they are what? They have faulting, complex rock folds. You can see they have rock folds. Okay, volcanic activities are common here. Erosion, cordilleras, formation, and weathering due to the wind, ice, or running water. Cordillera means chain of mountain. Most of these mountains can be identified by the presence of glaciers, capped elevated peaks. Due to the movement of the tectonic plates, Mount Everest rose about 2.4 inch a year because of tectonic movement. Now, on the basis of age of formation, fold mountains are of two types. Young fold mountains, these are about 10 to 25 million years old, and most of them are still growing, means they are still increasing in their height. Example, Himalayas of India, the Alps, the Rockies, and the Andes, the Great Dividing Range. I will show you all these on the map also. Old fold mountains, These are more than 200 million year old. Example, the Urals, the Appalachians, the Urals. Youngfold mountains, they are growing in size, but these are what? They are reducing in the size because of agents of erosion. So characteristics are what? Relic plateaus, means they turned up into plateaus. Sculptured domes, okay, accordant summit, means the top is flat hill or a mountain tops of approximately the same elevation and irregular levels due to the erosion. Now next is block mountain. Block mountain, as you see here, the land is flat, okay, but due to the forces which are operating in the same direction, that is compression, okay, force may occur in opposite direction also. So due to this, what happened, a part of the land may uprise and the other part may subside down, okay. So this raised portion becomes a mountain, also known as a host, and subside portion is known as a graben, means this is a valley, okay. So this valley is the example of block mountain, okay, and this is Vindhyas of India. The next is volcanic mountain. As you can see here, they are formed when magma tries to come out, but due to the pressure which is exerted by magma to come out, what happened, the part of the land it uh, got means lifted, okay. So as a result, what happened, the lava flows out and clouds of ash and explosions of rocks pile up near the vent. Vent is the mouth, you can see here, from where the lava comes out, okay. Inside this hot molten material is known as magma, and when it comes out, it's known as lava. So what happened, this raised portion turns up into a volcanic mountain, okay. And as a result, sometime what happened, the cones are formed. You can see the shape of the mountain here, cone, okay. So cone is formed here. Mount Kilimanjaro is the example of volcanic mountain. Mount Fuji in Japan is also an example of volcanic mountain. Next, children, these are the mountains of the world. Rocky Mountains, you know, these are young-fold mountains of the world. Andes are young-fold mountains of the world. Alps, okay, young-fold mountain. Then Urals, these are old-fold mountains. Himalayas, young-fold mountain. Aravallis, also old-fold mountain. Then Great Dividing Range is there in Australia. Importance of mountains. Mountains are very important for all of us because these are storehouse of natural resources like minerals, timber, lac, medicinal herbs. Many perennial rivers rise in the snow-fed or heavily rain-fed mountains. Hence, they become the source of irrigation. For example, River Yamuna, River Ganga. Rivers help in the formation of fertile plains as they bring silt along with water to the lower valleys. For example, Ganga Brahmaputra plains forms natural political boundaries between countries like Himalayas between China and India. Himalayas, or you can say mountains, serves as a climatic barrier between the two regions, means two areas, okay, because they don't allow the cold winds to come inside and don't allow the moist winds to go outside. This serves as a center of tourist attraction due to the pleasant climate and beautiful scenery. As you people have seen that most of the people, they visit Vaishno Devi because it's a holy shrine, okay, and they also go to visit Mount Everest, okay. So this is all about mountain, children. I hope it is clear to you all, okay. Thank you, children.